Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Jessica. Thank you for clicking on this video. Right now we have my Jackie Poo. I just went to the vet to get neutered. What? You want your comb? Jackson, do you want your comb? Then stop. The only issue was apparently had a mild ear infection, which blows my mind. Anyways, so he's my buddy. He's here. He's doing all right, right? You doing okay? You hanging in there? Oh, yes you are. He's such a good boy. So in today's video, you kind of read by the title, this is gonna be like a story time. I don't know how long you guys been following me or watching my videos or anything like that, but a few months back actually, I found out that I was pregnant. So currently right now I am 17 weeks pregnant and 3 days, but I think it's 4 days. That's what the app says. I want to say around 2 weeks ago, I found out that I was tested positive for COVID-19. Ew. Gosh. Now when it first came out, I'm not gonna lie, for COVID-19, everyone was like, if you got it, you're dirty. Now it's just like, if you got it because that either it's airborne, you've been in the same room with somebody, you touched their stuff. Oh, it's a whole countless of ways to get it. So I ended up catching it. I don't feel like saying exactly. All I'm saying is it was at work. So let's tell you like the backstory. So I want to say for me, it took about 3 days. It took about 3 days for my symptoms to show. I felt perfectly fine. I'm gonna get a cone on him. 1 second. I ended up getting the symptoms. It took around, like I said, 3 days. And then I woke up. Like the first thing that when I did was I woke up and I felt like I had like my chest was like really cold, not like warm. And I felt like I was getting like a sore throat. And then I remember going back to sleep. And mind you, this is on my off day, so I ended up going back to sleep. I kind of like held my throat like this while I was sleeping to keep it warm, when really I probably should have just put on like a sweater or something. But I was just like what the fudge, you know? And then I woke up. I didn't have any sore throat. So that was great. And then I was like, all right, let me go back about my day. This was like on a Tuesday. I started cleaning the cars, taking oil changes, just like doing the most on a Tuesday. I felt weak, but I just thought I felt weak because like, hey, I'm pregnant. Like, you feel weak. I was exhausted. I can't remember if I took a nap that day or not. And then I had physical therapy that day. Yes, I remember I had physical therapy on a Tuesday. And then I did my physical therapy. I did everything. And then I want to say Tuesday night, that night, I just couldn't sleep. It was like really bad. It was really bad. I didn't go to bed till maybe like 1 or 2. The next day I have to obviously go to work. So I woke up and I felt awful. I felt like the sore throat was coming back. I felt like I was just so fatigued, and I'm thinking it's still the pregnancy or I caught a cold. I actually jinxed myself on a Sunday. I jinxed myself. I said it out loud like, hey, I haven't gotten sick in over a year, yay. And then I jinxed myself. I even knocked on wood. And I still jinx myself. That always happens to me. Oh, I think it's God telling me like, hey, just preparing y'all for the worst. I called out sick from my job. Supposed to go to work. And I was like, I was telling him, I think I just got a common cold. It's no biggie. It's fine, you know. Turned out, someone ended up catching it at my work. And then I was like, oh snap. And they came out positive. So I was like, oh no, I think I got it. Like I think I got it. Here's my little dumbass going to the VA. I might go over there, I get tested. Also, side note, talk about the lighting. They do everything outside. It was pretty quick and harmless. They didn't have to put the Q-tip. They didn't have to put the Q-tip like really, really deep in my nose to where it's like all the way in my brain. That never, ever, ever happened to me. And all the testing that I've done, I only had to just put it in the nose for 5 seconds each nostril, and then that was it. I was telling her, like, I'm pregnant, like, am I gonna be okay? She couldn't answer it. There's just not enough research, you know, if the baby's gonna be okay or not. So I was like, dang, that sucks. They said since you are having the symptoms, within a few hours, you're gonna know your results. So here I am driving in LA traffic, taking like 2.5 hours to get home. And it was a lot because corporate human resources starts calling me. That was a whole thing right there, trying to get, you know, basically paid for being sick or exposed. Still, I'm dealing with that. And then it was crazy because, like, I feel like doo-doo right now, and you're talking about like paperwork. I mean, I get it, but then I'm like, can we do this at a different time? Like, I was having a massive headache driving home. The sunlight was bothering me. Talking on the phone, her Bluetooth was bothering me. It was just like, and then the LA traffic was bothering me. It was just like, bruh, don't talk to me. And plus, I'm hormonal. I'm hormonal as hell. So I was just kind of like over it. I was over it. VA healthcare website, and finally I got the results in. And it said detected critically high. And that's when I was like, darn, I'm gonna have to be quarantined for 2 weeks, right? Even my doctor, she ended up calling me and letting me know, like, hey, you're positive. And she said, she wrote a doctor's note saying that take 2 to 3 weeks off, which corporate, they only said 10 days off. And if you still are feeling any symptoms, you can take longer. But I felt, for me personally, I just felt like they really wanted me to go back to work at exactly 10 days when that wasn't the case for me. I needed the full 14. Symptoms was a mild, occasionally sore throat, I guess you could say. It wasn't constant. Occasional sore throat. I had a runny nose, but then I had a congested nose. I was losing taste, I want to say that day, Wednesday, when I was getting tested. Before I got tested, I had a feeling because I was losing my smell, I was losing my taste, and I was like, I'm losing my mind. Towards like the middle portion, I was getting a like really bad headache. Jack! He's licking his goat chew. He's licking his wounds. I'm gonna put that cone on him. You want cone? I try to be a nice mom, you know. I was nauseous, throwing up like every day throwing up. It was bad. And I just felt really sluggish. I felt like I was breathing heavy like this in a way, but it was like, it's like I couldn't really walk to go use a restroom as much. Like I did, but it was like a whole marathon, I felt. And I was just so tired, weak, but yet my mind, get this shit done, like organize the house, clean the house, like it's all COVID infected or whatever. But my body was saying no. My body was like, just lay in bed and chill. The medications I was only allowed to take, what I thought was only allowed was Tylenol, but apparently I could take Robitussin and Claritin, which I didn't take those two, which I probably should have. I did have a cough. That took 2 weeks. It felt so weird, like coming back to work after the 2 weeks. I felt like in the 2 weeks of me like relaxing or getting well, I felt like I was so unproductive. I felt like, yeah, it was hard. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, like during this whole time that I had COVID, I had to do 2 auditions, 2 self-tape auditions, and I had to fake it, man. I had to freaking fake it. Never got a call back because I don't know how good I faked it. Probably not good enough. It was the whole thing. But I still recorded it and edited it and all that, so I'm proud of myself during the whole thing. A couple days into me catching COVID, my husband, he ended up catching COVID too. His symptoms were a lot worse. I don't know if my symptoms were not that bad. It was just felt like I had a bad fucking cold. But his was like off the charts. bad. He had a fever, he had chills, sweats for like 4 or 5 days straight. He had to like put a towel down because that's how much he was sweating, and I was like, ooh. And also during this whole time I was disinfecting and putting the humidifier on. I was doing a lot, buying some tissues that had that lotion because my nose was getting all raw. It was weird too. Also, like my tongue, it was shedding. It was another side effect of that, or it's just me trying to suck in like the lozenges to like get rid of the nausea or whatever, but it was bad. It was weird. Anyways, still I had to, like, during the first day or two, I had to call my pregnancy doctor. I had to cancel appointments and tell him like, hey, I got COVID, like that's why I can't come. Or like, yeah, I didn't have to say that I got COVID, but I just wanted to be honest. And also I wanted to know, like, am I gonna be okay? A lot of the ladies were saying like, you'll be fine as long as you just take care of yourself, check to see if you got a fever. Thank God I didn't have a fever. I never had a fever. The highest I was like a 98. Yeah. But my husband was, he had a fever. Then he ended up getting quarantined too. We were quarantined together. It wasn't a nice experience because we both felt like doo-doo, but it was an okay experience that we got to spend time together because we both work and both our jobs are like totally opposite. Like he works 2 jobs, I work 1 job. One's from like, my job is like literally from 9 to 6. His is from like 2:30 to 11, and then 11:30 to 8 in the morning. So it's like I never really get to see him. It was nice to see each other and help each other, but it was hard at the same time. Very like last couple days, I want to say, like we were both feeling much better. We were able to like go out a lot more. We went to the doggy beach. Well, not a doggy beach. It was like the beach to take Jack out. That was a big mistake because, oh my gosh, we were both still sick. Well, not sick. We felt fatigued and we took him out there and oh my gosh, he had sand everywhere. And we had to wash him and it was a whole like 3-hour process of cleaning him. And I did not want to do it, but he was the one that said, let's take him out. And I wanted him to be like, well, it's your idea, so why don't you clean it all up? But I helped him out anyways. Okay, so I just put his cone on. Sorry, y'all. He was itching his ears. So that was my experience. The baby, I just had a checkup today. The baby is healthy. The heartbeat's healthy. Now I just gotta check the blood work to make sure that baby don't got, you know, any like messed up chromosomes or all that stuff. But so far they said everything's fine. Apparently I'm gaining a lot of weight. I'm at 17.5, so like I gained 13 pounds. And apparently your whole pregnancy you're only supposed to gain 25. But I was telling the lady I just gained weight. Like that's just like my body. I gain. But anyways, I'm gonna try to eat portion sizes. I've been craving burgers lately. Pretty much my experience was embarrassing. I mean, I have to tell people, but I had to let my family know. I had a feeling though it was inevitable. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just letting y'all know that I survived COVID while being pregnant. And I pray to God. I was like, God, please let this baby be okay. And so far, so good. So, I'm gonna let the baby know whenever the baby gets older and it's in the history books. I'm like, for he or she, I'm like, you know, you had COVID. You had COVID. And you survived. Precious baby. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.